Moving on to other stories now, with some of the longest work hours and heaviest drinking habits in the world, South Koreans have long needed a workaround to get through the week. As waking up with some energy and having a relatively clear head is important when you have to face your co-workers again in the morning, a unique industry has blossomed in South Korea over the years. Jung-hwan introduces to us some of these hangover cure items.
In South Korea, where drinking heavily until the crack of dawn can be a typical work night, so-called magical hangover remedies are sold at every convenience store for those struggling the next day. The CEO of one of the most famous hangover cure drink companies in South Korea explains how his product works.
The intensity of a hangover depends on how quickly our body can break down acetaldehyde, a substance produced when consuming alcohol. We came up with our product after conducting 808 trials to find a way to stimulate enzymes in the liver to help break down those acids more quickly.
South Korea has a booming industry of specialty drinks which claim to help people drink the night away without having to worry about the throbbing headache the next day. While sales of these drinks pick up by 20 to 30% at the end of the year due to the increased amount of get-togethers with friends, family, and co-workers, it's estimated the industry will generate more than $170 million in revenue this year alone. But while the small cans are the most familiar products to consumers and account for more than 90% of the market, there are signs of a gradual shift away from them. New, youthful, and relatively cheap products with different types of hangover remedies are popping up on shelves and making waves in the market. Among them, mango-flavored jelly is catching on among young drinkers in the country.
The majority of consumers used to be men in their 30s and 40s, but these days a lot of younger people are showing an interest. That's why new products have burst onto the market to appeal to these younger consumers.
Since its launch in 2014, hangover cure jelly has become one of the must-buy items for Chinese tourists when they visit South Korea. Thanks to the uptick in popularity, the company exported some 80,000 packs to China in July, anticipating even bigger sales in China and with an eye on exporting the products around the world. From dairy products to these little tiny tablets, as the industry for hangover remedies continues to thrive in South Korea, those who cannot sleep away the pain can always try new ways to dull it for the next morning. Jung-hwan, Arirang News.